Hello, and welcome to episode 6 of Pentagon for Gold. I hope you've been enjoying the series, and as usual, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, as it will really help it grow. We've begun our second season in South Africa, and we're now looking to qualify for the African continental competitions. Since the last episode, I've played 6 more PSL games, along with 6 friendly games, which I've needed to keep my team's shape up, given that there are often gaps of 3 to 4 weeks in between games. In those 6 league games, we've had 3 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss to AmaZulu, who were first at the time. We were extremely unlucky in that game, as they scored 2 goals from their 3 shots on target, in spite of us dominating the game. Although we have mixed form away from home, we've won every home game, so hopefully that will continue today, as we have 2 tough home games against Kaizer Chiefs and first place Sundowns. To ensure we have a fully fleshed out squad, we have signed or about to sign 2 players for the rest of the squad. Peter Shalulile is a decent option for a Mazala, who will play along with Patty. We've currently also got Abdul coming in. He's a decent looking defender who is coming from the same club as Patty, Interclub, and he's currently out of contract, so all we're doing is waiting for a work permit on that move. Interestingly, in spite of the large turnover in the squad during the summer, our team cohesion is now at a good level, which should see us get some benefits during matches. Although we're sitting in 3rd place at the start of today's game, while Kaizer Chiefs are in 9th, this is still a massive game, and Kaizer Chiefs are a very dangerous football team in South Africa. Unfortunately, we've got a few suspensions and injuries, with Sabande and Narodian both missing out through injury, while Ishmael is suspended due to getting too many yellow cards. As a result, Mukamela's playing in the centre of defence. Ace Sally's come into midfield as a box-to-box midfielder. He's been really good recently. Matiz was started to show some form, so he's starting up front, while Mostilaga goes to the left-hand side in place of Narodian, allowing Makuma to come in on the right wing. Heading into the dressing room, hopefully this will be one where we can get a good result, but it is a tough game, so who knows. They haven't had the greatest of starts, Kaizer Chiefs, but we have played a game more than them, which is a large contributing factor in the reason that we're quite a long way above them in the table. We are 5 points clear at the moment, admittedly with only 1 more game, so we are about 2 points clear of them if they win their next game. But we've started this reasonably well. We've restricted Kaizer Chiefs to no chances whatsoever, and their whole team had slightly poor mentalities there, which was good news. So Sumahoro's headed our first real chance over the bar. It's one of those classic free kicks that looks like it might get something, but just the header sails harmlessly over. Not sure what's wrong with Patty at the moment. I assume he's maybe anxious, maybe complacent. I guess we'll see at half time. Hopefully we can get a goal here that will change his mentality regardless. Mostilaga sends it out to Koopstad. Patty has a chance here, and Beloyi and Makuma, he scored! First goal of the season for Makuma, and that might be Beloyi's first assist as well. But we started this game very well. A very, very good first half. Very happy with this one. So let's do the classic thing. You've played well so far, but there's still room for improvement. Yeah, so Patty is a complacent, which is a little odd given that we were at 0-0 until just then. And I assume he was complacent throughout, given that his mentality was in the red the whole time. Let's keep going as we are. We don't want to have any chances to shoot, because Levenberg's had some mixed games recently. He's had some very good games, but he's also had some games where he's let in pretty much every shot on target, which is a bit disappointing. Makuma's having a good game on the right-hand side, having scored. I don't know if I'll upset his parent club, because they wanted me to play him as a false 9, and he's mainly played on the wings so far this season. Oh, I'm a little bit worried here, because there was no chance before the corner. It looks like this counter-attack is the chance. Morena into George. Oh, that's not a penalty, surely. That is a shocking decision, I think. And that has undone all our good work, potentially. Come on, Levenberg. It's a frustrating one. We've absolutely dominated this game. That's their first shot from penalty. Really annoying, really annoying. I can't believe this. Makuma's injured, so Buchanan will come on, even though he's anxious, which is a bit annoying. Let's see, who should I bring on? Perhaps if we get Shalulile on. He can play as a box-to-box, I think. Let me just check Patty's Yeah, Patty's a better box-to-box than Shalulele. So we'll play them that way around instead. And the final change I'll make, Knox Matiz was not having a great game, but he's not really tired. Ooh, it's a tough one. I think I'll probably take off Fumbid or Mako. I want to keep on Mostalaga because he's a dangerous player. One of our star players, undoubtedly. Let's see, come on. We've still got a few minutes left and we've absolutely dominated this game, so most of the chances should be ours. Patty. Into Shalulele, he can shoot from here. Ooh, it's a decent effort. Just dragged wide. This is such a frustrating result. You never want a draw at home. And even though Kaizer Chiefs are a good team, that is frustrating. We absolutely dominated that. We deserve to win. This happens quite a lot. Just one chance is all the other team needs. And that would have seen us top of the table. Instead, we've got a lot of teams that could overtake us. Admittedly, in the South African division, teams tend to be a bit inconsistent, shall we say. Lots of different teams of similar levels. So as you can see, FS Stars are in 15th with 6 points, but they could go as high as 12 points after 9 games. So the only team that really look to be struggling are TS Galaxy. So for today's game against a very dangerous Sundowns team, we've had a few issues. So we've still got those injuries, and Ismail's finally come back. But sadly, Makuma is ineligible due to playing for Sundowns, they're his parent club. So, Kamela's gone back to right back, Ismail comes back in, Lucky Beloy has moved into midfield, and Buchanan has replaced Makuma. Matiz was still up front. He's been a little bit mixed recently. He sometimes has good games and other games he doesn't. His average rating is currently a 6.57, which is pretty poor. But hopefully he can get a goal or two. He's got some dangerous stats for this level. 15 dribbling, for instance, and 12 finishing is not bad, but his first touch is pretty poor. So hopefully we can keep him in good form. Ismail playing out to Patty, who's already got a yellow card, not very far long into the game. Buchanan, not quite sure how that's got to Matizwa, and that's a great finish from him. Wonderful goal. That's what we need from Matizwa. Sometimes he has games like this, sometimes he just doesn't do anything. So for once, we're slightly FMing our opponents. And this is the Sundowns who've just beaten Stellenbosch 5-1 in the Cup. And Stellenbosch are top of the league, and Mostelaga's doubled our lead. We're being clinical for once. 2 goals and 2 shots. Don't get this very often with this team. And now we just need to hold on. I'd hope, with our defence, we could avoid conceding twice. We often concede once, but I don't think we concede twice very often. And Patty, we are starting to dominate proceedings here. Fumbid into Mostalaga, who's done decently since he's gone out onto the left-hand side. I would like to get Nerodian back so that he can play again on the right. Oh, that's unlucky. Off the bar. We're playing some good stuff here. Wasn't expecting this against Sundowns, because Sundowns are by far the best team in the league, I think. They've got the likes of Malambi, who is particularly dangerous and often ends up playing in Europe reasonably early on in saves. Frosler's a great player as well, definitely the best right back in South Africa. Here's Jali. Mukamela's won it back well. Can Matizwa keep it? No. He's a little bit isolated there, so I'm not going to blame him too much for that. Kutsi. And here's Malambi. He's very quick. This is dangerous. And, oh, that's a brilliant tackle. Brilliant tackle. And Sumahoro's nicked the ball off Malambi to stop us conceding again. Svein. Sumahoro's done well to head that out. Mostelaga's got a chance to counter. I imagine he'll probably get slide tackled here and the ball will be won. Yep. Classic FM there. I've been pleased with this start though. Obviously I was pleased with the start in the last game, and we deserved a lot more in the last game than we got. So there's still no guarantee that we've won here, and that's a really rubbish free kick. Oh no. Oh dear, that was awful. All round awful. Why is he whacking it like that? He had so many options short as well. It's just a stupid free kick to do. And that brought them back into the game, and given that they are slightly dominating proceedings overall now, this is not good. Koopstad seems to have picked up some sort of injury, and we've got a few players who are a little bit tired already. So, we've got some work to do in the dressing room. Let's get Koopstad off. It's a shame because he's a good player, but he's not had the greatest of games so far, so we can get Jesse Don on, who hasn't had as many opportunities this season as he did last. He was a star player for me last season, but Koopstad has really made the role his own recently. Patty's not having a great game, and Mostialaga's tired, so we've got to get him off. Don't know if I have many options to replace him with, sadly. Yeah, so I'll put Fumbidsai on the wing and have Mako at left back. What role should we put Fumbidsai on? There we go. Winger support. Don't really like having two wingers rather than just one, but don't have many other options right now. So Beloy and Patty are both having poor games in the midfield. Don't like how this second half seems to be going. At least there haven't been all that many chances, but oh, that will surely be a goal. And oh, it's disallowed. Thankfully, we have been handed a lifeline there. We got pretty lucky with that. Malambi's fast enough that he wouldn't need to be offside. And let's get, I think, Patty off because he's got a yellow card. And Chalulele is a really good option to have. Let's hope that he can do some damage on the pitch. Hopefully this isn't a counter-attack. Oh, we scored! What a rubbish goal that was. In fact, it's an own goal. Thought it might just have been one of my players sort of pushing him off the ball and getting there. But, oh, that's awful from the defender. Awful. Oh, thankfully that didn't go in. Would have set up a nasty finale. And Jali's just kicked it over. Lots of chances now. I suspect this is going to be the theme of the last few minutes. Ismail into Shahulele. Chance to break through the midfield here. He's done well to keep it there, and Buchanan's got a chance now. Can he cross it in? The boost has cleared it out, and now they've got a break on. Oh, that's great work from Don. And now Mukamela can break. Buchanan. And Chalulele into Fumbidsai. Oh, that's a cracking header. First goal for the club. Very good performance overall, actually. 4-1. I wasn't anticipating a 4-1 victory. We are absolutely finessing them. 5 shots on target, 4 goals. Mvala into Duruk. And that's a very odd chance, but goes wide in the end. Onyango into Kurtzi. And Jali's found Duruk. I have to say, it's nice being on not the receiving end of a bit of FMing. And they have got one back. But as I was saying, usually it's me that's dominating proceedings and I get unlucky because my players can't score. This game we've been really clinical, and what is that clearance? What is that clearance? Thankfully Beloy has won it back, but he's cleared it straight to Kurtzi. Can Matiswa nick it back? No, he can't. But we have got it back. Fumbidsai with a chance to get past the defenders. Looks a little bit squished out onto the left wing here. Sends in a high ball, which is easy collected by Onyango. Don't want to concede now because that would set up a grandstand finale, which is not what we want right now. But Chalulele has a chance on the right wing, and Matiswa and Buchanan and Fumbidsai scored 2 now. Well, maybe I should be playing him on the left wing more. He's been playing at left back the whole season. He's got some really good sort of dribbling stats. He's quite a dangerous player on the ball, but he is better than my other options at left back, so I've been playing him there for most of the season. I did not anticipate being 5-2 up against Sundowns, but it is nice to FM someone for once. What a performance. I'm not quite sure how we only conceded 2 goals from 3.28 expected goals, but that was fantastic. What a performance. Let's see how we do how we're doing in the table now. So we've got a little bit of a gap over Sundowns, but they do have 2 more games, so they'll probably go ahead of us again. TS Galaxy have got their first points of the season against FS Stars, who are one of the teams sitting on 6 points in the relegation zone. Not good. So we are ahead of Sundowns, Supersport United, Amazulu, Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs, which I was not anticipating at the start of the season. But we are one of the teams that have played 10 games, whereas other teams have only played 8 and 9, and then Golden Arrows have only played 7. The scheduling in South Africa is very complicated, very weird. But Stellenbosch still at the top of the league, in spite of that cup loss to Sundowns. They've still done pretty well this season. But I'm pleased with this start to the season. I wasn't anticipating having 19 points from 10 games. It's almost 2 points a game, which for a team that was predicted to be 9th is pretty impressive. We've definitely dominated a lot of games too, so if anything we should be even higher in the table with even more points on board. So what a fantastic result, particularly after a rather disappointing draw in the first game. 5-2 against Sundowns has actually ended their 8-game unbeaten run, which is really good news. Don't know quite what's going on here with the fixture name number 1. Sometimes FM just does that. But it's good news. So sadly we've missed out on the prize that you get for getting the top position in each period, I think. I think it's usually 8 games, yes. So you've missed out on that, sadly. So we would have got 150k if we'd done that. But I never anticipated getting that this season. And the position we're currently in should get us into one of the continental competitions. I'm not quite sure which one yet. I suspect it would probably be the main one if you're in second, but there are quite a lot of teams that could overtake us potentially. Or actually only Maritzburg and Sundowns could do that right now. Obviously there's still a lot of time to go in the season, but we've had a really good start. I'm very impressed with this team. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that episode. As always, please do leave a like, and I really appreciate any of the support that you may give on the channel. I hope to see you next time, and have a fantastic day.